and I doubt that you can. Everybody knows I'm a fan of Twin Fantasy. I'm a fan of Causey Terrace. I mentioned them a lot in my reviews, and also I made a video about Beach Life and Death in Twin Fantasy, and it was one of the best video of my account, which has 3,000 views. And 3,000 views is a lot for small YouTubers like me, so feel free to check out that video. Anyway, I'm super excited because I'm doing more Causey Harris. Even though I am a fan of Causey Harris, but it has only been like the singles, like Times to Die or other singles from Causey Harris. I also heard some individual songs from Causey Harris' other albums, like Gong Song from Nervous Young Human. When I first heard this album, I heard Twin Fantasy, I was like, I have to make a reaction out of this great band, this indie band. So here we are. I'm reacting to Teens of Denial. Apparently, there are arguments, there are controversies about which album is better, Twin Fantasy or Teens of Denial. And Teens of Denial is apparently more favored, and Twin Fantasy is more of a nostalgic, their oldest album. I think it might come down to personal taste. And without further ado, let's get into it. Teens of Denial, first song, Fill in the Blank. 12 songs.
What's up, guys? You are now listening to Causey Harris.
Sure we are. Indie rock band. Well, most of you know. I mostly listen to indie rock bands in this YouTube channel. What is this? 3 guitars. Good that they moved the center guitar to the right, so that they have rooms for the lead vocal in the center. And that's one thing about Twin Fantasy, the original one. The mixing, the production is very terrible, but
you have no right to be depressed. You haven't tried hard enough to like it.
I like it. What? You have no right to be depressed. You haven't tried enough to like it. I want to turn that into my personal model. I like those little quirky by the lead vocalist. What is his name? I forgot. William something. Plus, what the hell? Let's see. There it is. Oh, Will Toledo. Yeah, no record label is gonna fucking take in Causey Harris, because just listen to this, there are no hooks. There are hooks, but there are no like visible, like audible verses and very identical sounds. There's nothing good for the market for this album. It's mostly more experimental, more unconventional. There are no structure. There might be a hook, there might be a chorus, but it's like not enough for the market. That's why indie songs and pop songs are completely two different markets. What is that guitar tone? That sounds so like rigid, like sawing a fucking violin. That's what it sounds like. I got the right to be depressed. I give up. Oh, I had to fight it. Okay, I may have lied. I've heard of this song somewhere. And of course, in this album, Teens of Denial, I've also heard Drunk Driver and Killer Whales, because that is like the greatest hit. Fill in the blank, I've heard this somewhere, I forgot. Drunk Driver, I've definitely heard it. You see, indie bands, they have nothing, no one to support them. There are no marketing and no promotion, so people just, they have no instruments, they have no recording devices. So the original Twin Fantasy of Katsuhira's is very poor quality, very poorly produced, but the lyrics are fine as hell, and that's why people like them. See, indie bands, indie singers, what they really need is good lyrics. That's one of the most important things, because the quality, the production factors, the recording might not sound as good. You might use a computer generated for instruments for the entire song, it might not sound as good. So that's why the lyrics have to stand out, and that's what Kelsey Harris did in Twin Fantasy, and the lyrics are awesome, and I just read the lyrics and fill in the blanks, awesome as hell. So I think it's fair to say that all indie singers are great lyricists. Vincent, next song. This is like an electric guitar that sounds a bit acoustic. 7 minutes. What is this effect? It's like a cool reverb. Yeah, now it's solo produced. It's still an indie band because it's an indie record label, not a major record label. So it's still considered as an indie album. But they at least have an indie record label to help them produce the songs. And it sounds way better quality. Way better mixing. That's the most important thing. Even the Beatles back in the days didn't have a great mixing process. And some of their songs just don't sound too pleasant to the ears. But I love the Beatles. And many indie bands, they like to have super long intros, huh? Super slow progression. If you look at Black Country New Road, Snow Globe, from Ants Far Up There, that one is super slow introduction. I mean, the intro is super slow, but it conveys. It's building up this atmosphere. So one thing about pop songs don't really care about the ambience, the atmosphere of the song. They only care about the lyrics and sick instrumental arrangement. But ambience is something you have to feel. Yeah. It's just a fucking awesome build up. When that drum comes, you just know it's freaking awesome. That's also one thing I said in my Beach Life and Death video. You can go check it out. The drum is crucial in ambience building. Oh, this is not the melody progression I thought it was good. Sounds like there's something tapping in my left ear. Will Toledo loves this effect for the vocal.
In the back of a medicine cabinet, you can find your life story, the future and the side effects. I haven't played guitar in months, my strings all broke. They got a portrait of Van Gogh on the Wikipedia page for clinical depression. Helps you describe it, yeah.
Portrait of Van Gogh for clinical depression. Is that true?
Helps you describe it.
I'm searching this shit up. Wikipedia. No way. I did not know that. It's gonna come again. I knew it. Yeah. One most identifiable element of pop music, of the songs that record label think are good for the market, are the structure. It's not a good melody, it's the structure. Verse, chorus, a bridge, and another chorus. That's what market cares about. It's not about, it's not that pop music have better melodies, it's just they have a more memorable structure. And I doubt that you can, and I doubt that you can remember any structure of this song. Yeah, I don't think there was a chorus in this song. Okay. This is so well planned. All the sound is just shrouding my head. Nothing feels too centered, too concentrated. It feels like a good loop around my head. Yeah, I don't think there was a chorus in that song. And a record label would certainly not want that. So it comes down a lot to indie versus pop. I think both are great. And I don't think it's even down to preference. I think indie versus pop, it comes down to age. I think inevitably when you're in middle school, high school, you'll prefer pop music, and then maybe you'll start enjoying indie music, and then there'll be a time where you enjoy both. Yeah. So I don't think it's down to preference. I think it's just down to age. By what time are you more willing to take in what is not conventional, what is not traditional? Destroyed by Hippie's power. What a strong start. Wow, this is 5 minutes long and there are like barely any lyrics. What is this? It sounds like an off-tuned percussion. So many guitar ornamentations.
I'm freaking out in my mind. In a house that isn't mine. My end goal isn't clear. Should not have had that last beer.
That's what I say to myself every day.
It's more than what you bargained for, but it's a little less than what you paid for. My bow ties come undone, my microphone hangs limp on the nightstand. Tell my mother I'm going home. I have been destroyed by hippie power.
I don't know that much about Hippie, so I can't really speak to those lyrics. Or does it simply mean that he's doing drugs now?
That guy I kinda hate is here.
What did he just say? Oh, that I kind of hate his hair.
Should not have had.
Yeah, he pronounces very blurredly. Yeah. He's just doing drugs. Yeah, he power of love. Known for drugs and the power of love. Yeah. Okay. Beach Boys. That's a song from Carsey Harris. You don't know. It's just awesome. It's just awesome. What happened is I killed that fucker and I took his name. And I got new glasses. We still have 1 minute. So I have that percussion. It's like a wood frog. I don't know what you call that. A wood plane that you smack on. Kind of sounds like a monotone. they removed the guitar here. Now it's back.